How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. And I really do appreciate you taking your time tuning into my video. And as always here at 2A News Now, you get your Second Amendment news, straightforward and to the point with no BS added in. We all know how Democrats, after a mass shooting, like to immediately call for gun control. And if an AR-15 or AK-47 is used, they want to ban so-called assault weapons because they're weapons of war. Which of course they're not. And they'll stand before the cameras that we need to ban so-called assault weapons because it's going to save lives, especially the lives of children. And they'll lie straight to your face, especially about statistics that are not true whatsoever. And a lot of people that watch them and vote for them believe every word that's coming out of their mouth. And I don't know if it's ignorance or stupidity, but people need to do their own research to find out, like I said, that these people are lying to them about these statistics. But now the FBI has put out a bombshell report about active shooter incidents. And this report shows how much these people are actually lying to the American people. Like I said, the FBI has just released a report on active shooter incidents that have happened in the United States in 2023. And the places where you're most likely going to be targeted by an active shooter. And the number one place is not what you think. It's not schools or churches or synagogues. It's open spaces, which include neighborhoods, parks, roads, and outdoor venues. The FBI said in 2023, there were 48 active shooter incidents in a total of 26 states. And unfortunately, that resulted in 105 deaths and 139 people injured. And here's a question for you guys. What do you think the number one state for active shooters was? And it's not any of the states that have open carry or where you can carry without a permit. It's the state that has the toughest gun laws in the country, and that was California. And they had 8 active shooter incidents last year. And that was followed by Texas and the state of Washington that had 4 each. The FBI defines an active shooter as one or more individuals actively engaged, killing or attempting to kill people in a populated area. As I mentioned earlier, the number one place for active shooter incidences is open spaces. And that happened 28 times last year. And another 14 happened in what they called commerce areas, which include entertainment venues and retail stores. 3 were in education, and 2 were in healthcare, and 1 was residential. Out of the 49 active shooter incidents in 2023, all were male except 1. And the other, according to the FBI, identified as both female and transgender. The shooters were between the ages of 17 and 72. And here's where it blows the Democrats' talking point right out of the water. 43 handguns were used in these shootings, compared to only 16 rifles in 1 shotgun. Those are some very interesting new statistics, aren't they? Now, of course, there's a difference between active shooter incidents and mass shooting incidents. But of course, the lying Democrats like to lump it all together. And they only like to quote the mass shooting incidents, which those are even bigger numbers, where people are using handguns than rifles like AK-47s and AR-15s. But they don't tell you that when they're lying to your face. Most of your mass shootings happen in Democrat-run cities, and most of them are gang and drug related. But when they're quoting their statistics on CNN or any of the other fake news outlets, they forget to mention that, don't they? But people like you and me who do our research knew all of this already. But every evening you watch the so-called news media and they spoon feed you these lies every single night. And the crazy thing is that people are stupid enough to believe it. Like I said earlier, without doing their own research. It's not like the old days when news was really news and you believed it because it was true. And now most of it is lies and propaganda. As always, I would really like to hear your thoughts about today's video in the comments section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, and if you want to help the channel out and help it to continue to grow, if you'd please just take a few seconds of your time to like, share, and subscribe and hit those post notifications, I would be very grateful if you did so. And I invite you to come back and watch my next video.